up guys, Kill 'em Softly here, and today we are going to be talking about some common site setups and some easy tricks for low level or new players on Rainbow Six Siege. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege for a little over a year now. I'm not the best at the game by any means, but I do enjoy watching a lot of pro players and big streamers and content creators, and I've picked up a lot of useful tips from them and some other useful things from just playing the game and doing trial and error. What I've found is that a lot of new players or low level players like silver, bronze, gold even, they don't really know how to set up common bomb sites properly. I just want to do a quick video about some common site setups that may help you out. The first site setup that we're going to do is on Bank, and it's the basement site. Basically what you want to do is prevent any take of CCTV, because that's the most common bomb planting spot on Bank, and the common spot to plant is actually on this wall right here, and you definitely want to reinforce both of these walls next to the server room, because 9 times out of 10 they're either going to come from the little secret passageway in the server room, or they're going to come down the stairs on server room and try to plant, either blowing up that wall and plant right there, or try to run in the door and plant, because the desk kind of gives them cover and they're able to hold some kind of pixel angles from the doorway and server and cover their teammate when planting. So you definitely want to reinforce those walls. You definitely want to have a Mira on Bank. Mira is super strong on Bank defense. The ultimate setup for CCTV is to go to the red hallway, and you want to reinforce just one of the walls. I typically like reinforcing the right side of this wall and putting my Mira there. What I see a lot of people doing that play Mira is they'll reinforce both walls and put a Mira on it. That's really not doing you any good. I mean, other than being able to see the enemies on the other side. The strat with Mira is you want to have one wall reinforced with a Mira on it, so you can see the enemy, and then the other wall is soft, so you can shoot through it or lob C4 over it in order to deny plant or take out enemies. So that's the setup that I do right here, is reinforce one side of the wall, put a Mira on it, and then use my shotgun as utility to blow open the other side. And that way, when you've got somebody planning like this, you can just chunk a C4 over and take them out. Another big thing is creating a rotate in the wall behind this, and that's going to give you a little bit more maneuverability if you gotta get in a sticky situation right here. It gives you the ability to get out of the red hallway, because it's pretty claustrophobic once the stuff hits the fan. So you definitely want to make a rotate back into the other bomb site, and that way if they do try to plant on that side, you're able to, rotate around. Another useful thing for playing in red hallway is to make sure you reinforce the wall that's coming from garage, because a lot of times when they try to take CCTV from servers, they'll either try to go above and clear the hatches, or they'll rotate around through the garage and try to clear off the person on the red hallway. So if you have that reinforced, it makes it a little more difficult for them to get to you. So the next common site setup that we're going to do is pool and hookah lounge on Coastline. I know the first pick is usually VIP and theater, and I may go over a setup on that one later, but usually people know how to set that one up. Just throw up walls, on pretty much every soft wall for that objective. But this one, I see people place walls in places where they probably shouldn't. The number one place you shouldn't place a wall is in between an objective. So if you have 2 objectives that are, have walls in between them, absolutely on any map, in any situation, do not put reinforcements in between the objectives, because what's going to happen is enemy teams are going to figure that out, and they're going to plant on the objective you're not on. Then you're not going to be able to get back into that objective, and it's going to be really hard to do a take after the plant. What I always do in situations like that is want to create a rotate in between the objectives. And for hookah and pool, a good rotate is this one that's in the little corner behind the bar in hookah. That way it gives you angle on the door to the south, and it also protects you from the window on pool because that's a common play for the enemy team. Another thing you want to make sure you do on the pool objective is to reinforce that entire back wall against the courtyard. Not everybody does it, but I for sure, if they don't reinforce that wall, I take extreme advantage of it. You can blow that wall wide open and get crazy long angles from the roof straight into the objective and just pick people off. Another good rotate is in hookah, and it's on the Cool Vibe stairs. You just want to make a rotate in the back of the room. That way, if you do have to peel out or rotate around to get a flank on an enemy, it's a really good rotate because you can hit the stairs and rotate up under them, or you can run out and run down the 90 hallway where Vase is. So that's a good rotate too. So another common site is on Theme Park, and it's the daycare bomb site. And like I was saying earlier, if you have a wall in between the objectives, always make a rotate between those objectives. Don't reinforce that wall. First thing you want to do when you start on this objective is clear out this wall in between the objective. The first thing it's going to do is give you the ability to rotate between the objectives, and it's also going to give you lines of sight on both objectives no matter which one you're playing on. Another really useful rotate for this objective is in the bathroom, and if you go in this corner and clear out a little rotate hole right here, one, you can play in the bathroom and help defend this window that's in the bathroom. And if they come in the front door, a lot of people don't check that corner to their right when they come in the main entrance. So they'll just break open the door and you've got, free kill right there. If you run into trouble while trying to defend the bathroom, it's a real easy rotate to rotate out of there. So for little tricks that I've picked up through gameplay or from watching other people play, like content creators or professionals, Chalet's got a lot of angles that you can get some real cheeky shots on defenders. These rappel angles are really good if the enemy team is playing on master bedroom on the second floor. So I've seen this play happen a few times lately, and it's a pretty nasty peek on Coastline. If you're playing the theater and VIP objective, you can go into theater, and if you shoot the floor right in front of the couch, right past the rug right here, you'll be able to angle down into the entryway from the main entrance. And a lot of people will try to rush in through this way and run up the stairs or something, and you can really catch them off guard because they won't be expecting this angle. As you see right here, it's pretty easy to miss if you're just running right in, especially if you make it small enough, like with a machine gun or something. I used a shotgun just to make a bigger hole, but if you use a machine gun or something to just shoot out the floor right there, it can be really easy to miss by the attacking team. So I haven't played the new Australian map that much, but I've been trying to figure out a few little tricks that might help you out, and I've been using Frost a lot to try to figure out where are good places to put her mats. And I always try to, think like an attacker and think where they're going to be looking when they're coming around corners or going through doorways and things like that, and try to really use that to their disadvantage by placing mats where they won't be looking. A lot of people place mats up under windows and stuff, like entry windows or entry doorways. You can catch people sometimes, but you really get the most use out of a frost mat by placing it in more tricky areas. One that I've found is pretty useful is placing it under the window in the second floor office, because a lot of times I've seen people when they're attacking, they won't come through the doorway right there. They'll jump over the window when they're attacking. They won't be expecting this frost mat to be there, and you can catch them by surprise. Another tricky spot that I've seen for a frost mat is over here in piano room. This is for when you are defending the game room. And if you go to the piano room and place it just to the right of the door, not in front of the door, because if they shoot that door open, they'll probably see it sitting there. If you place it just to the right of it, they're usually going to break that door and they're going to be peeking around the corner to look down the hallway. They usually try to slide through in the doorway and try to continue aiming down that hallway. So I've caught people on this one several times and it's pretty useful. Alright guys, that's all the tips that I have for today. Tune in next time for more tips and tricks, and give me a like if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can find out when I post videos again. Thanks for tuning in, and stay soft, gang.